Woo! All right, we're doing this.
Okay.
Hey, y'all.
Hello.
I'm Venetian, winner of season 1 of McShakers.
And I'm Anissa Exotic.
And welcome to the Shakedown. The Shakedown is a little recap series because not everybody can go every week.
Yes.
And I'm tired of people
Ask
asking
you guys, literally.
We're going to be recapping runways, performances, who wins, who goes home, and our little street interviews with Detective Fierce, seeing if you all agree.
And we're also going to give smidges of our opinion and take some polls from y'all and put them in to see how y'all are feeling about the competition as well.
We're kicking off McShakers season 2. Oh my god. So for those who don't know, McShakers is a 8-week-long competition here at Shakers. And we both did it last year and we both had a blast.
Definitely.
Oh my god. But going into this year, it's a stacked cast. Yes. Oh my god. Without further ado, this week's challenge for week 1 was the talent show. So they were asked to bring literally a talent of their own in any form, shape, color, whatever the hell you wanted.
Yeah, literally.
And
there were a lot of different ones.
Yeah. So last year I actually did comedy and I did like a microphone reveals for the national anthem. And I won week 1. And what did you do?
I sang like Sexy from Mean Girls, the musical. And I was in the top 3.
Yeah, we were in the top together.
Yeah,
I was
we were.
so gagged.
I was gagged too.
Oh my god.
Everyone's face when they called me. That was so funny.
It was crazy. And yeah. So this year our judges are Every Pleasure, Desiree Dick from Jagula, season 6, and Whitney Gucci Goo. And I think a couple of the judges told us what they were looking for. Shall we go check in with Detective Fierce? We shall. Over to you in the studio. McShakers here, Venetian, and I'm here with the star of Boulay Brothers season 6, Desiree Dick. Desiree, what are you looking for tonight in the talent show?
I want them to be pretty, and I hope they do something where they shove glass up their asshole.
Glass up the asshole. Well, you heard it here, folks. If you want to win, shove glass up your ass. I'm Detective Fierce, aka McShakers season 1 winner, Venetian, and I'm here with
Every Pleasure.
Every Pleasure. You're a judge this week. What are you looking for in your contestants?
Well, this is a talent show, so I'm looking for entertainment value more than anything. I don't want to be bored. But entertainment value can be it was really good or really bad. So I just want to be entertained and see what happens.
And is there a challenge this season you're looking forward to?
I'm looking forward for the rose because I remembered your joke very well. She was like, I bumped into Every Pleasure last week and I bounced back.
Something like that. Oh my god.
And that was the best joke of the rose. So I am very excited to see who's going to make the best fat joke this year.
Oh my god. Well, thank you, Every. Back to you. Thanks, Detective Fierce. All right, shall we get into the performances of the night?
Yes, we shall.
All right, so first up we have Tiara Masu, and she was singing live and also doing comedy.
Running,
mind you. I will say, in the very beginning, I was concerned only because singing is hard to do.
Yeah,
But when she had that comedy factor of a background dancer kind of trying to kill her, I ate it up. I loved it.
I thought it was also really smart that she didn't start the number with that like kind of comedy aspect in it because you weren't expecting it when it happened. Everybody was like, wait, what? Then it was really funny.
It was right when you were getting a little content that she spiced things up, which is the perfect thing.
Yeah.
We all listened to her sing and we're like, okay, this is fun. Now do something more. And then she did. So
yeah, literally.
I
love when you answer the question already in a performance that someone has.
Literally that.
So.
And then her costume, loved it. So they're not
So
doing
cute.
runways with week
They were
1.
doing runways.
So their runway was their performance outfit.
Yes.
And she had this beautiful gold outfit that she made the day of.
Oh, really?
She made that entire thing the day of.
Whoa, okay, whoa.
Sickening.
That was really cute.
No,
that
I
was
love
really
that.
cute.
Next up, we had Trevor Her doing original lyrics to a song.
I loved it.
Ate up.
So good. So good.
I had the privilege of listening to the song beforehand, and multiple of my friends said, was that Lemon? I said, Lemon wishes. No, I'm very proud of her. Trevor famously has only been doing drag for like a year or less.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. She's very new to the
She's
scene.
second newest, right? Or no, she's the newest in the cast.
Second newest, I think. Her and Delight started at the same time.
Same time, yeah.
But like, for somebody who's so new to drag in general, guns blazing.
Yeah.
She's painted down.
Yeah.
The outfits matching. Props are there. Dancers were there. I will say, The dancers weren't dancing as much as I'd love them to be, but dancers are very hard to come across.
Yeah.
And when your options are only Vita, no. But her lyrics were ingenious.
They were.
I loved it. So she gets.
It was really, really good.
I was obsessed.
That was one of my favorites of the night for sure.
Me too. And she also gave the judges lyrics.
Yeah.
To read along, so you couldn't say I didn't know what you were saying. So
That's
she really
smart.
ate that
She
up.
thought of everything.
Yeah. Frida Poussey, and she was doing stand-up comedy. What did you think about her set?
I thought it reminded me of like hosting, like when girls are like hosting at a brunch. I wasn't necessarily getting as much comedy as I would have liked. Like I wasn't like ha 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 in my seat. But
Okay, well, I have to disagree with you there. I was cackling. You know, my favorite thing about her set is that she went there. She
Yeah.
made the jokes about the drugs.
She did.
She made the jokes about gay people in general. Like, she knows what she's known for, and she played into that. So I thought she did very well. There were lots of concerns, but they were put at ease. So I think she slayed that for myself.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think it was like the worst. I don't think it was the best, but very much.
She was safe.
Yeah.
Next up was Nubia, and she was doing a lip sync performance / reveals ?
I don't know how I felt about this one, I'm not gonna lie.
The costumes were clean.
Do you hear that? Lucas, what happened? The camera just made a noise and the light turned off. What the hell?
Next up, we had Nubia, who did like a lip sync performance with reveals. I love a reveal. You know, that was like my whole entire talent, like comedy with reveals.
Yeah.
So it was really funny to see someone doing that as well. Her outfits were very clean. I enjoyed it. I didn't get to see much of it, but she looked painted down, and famously she wasn't in the bottom. So kudos to you, girl. What did you think?
I have mixed opinions. So I didn't really like see as much emotion and emoting as I would have liked in her face when she was lip syncing, especially with a song like that. Like that is a song you have to emote to. And the reveals were like cute, but none of the outfits were really like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, you revealed to that. That's crazy.
I heard it here, guys. Audie So Exotic, dress extraordinaire.
No, but yeah, I don't know. I liked it though. It was a good performance. It wasn't a bad performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, we had Sarah Tonin doing a comedy take on burlesque. You know, as a diva whose talents lie outside of drag, it can be hard to like come up with things. So comedy is a great way to just dive into it, and I think her take on burlesque was hilarious because we all know like those t-shirt bra things. And her having that as the bra, and revealing that, I loved it. I've competed with her before, and her comedy is very, very funny. It's very my type as well. So, and I think in the future of this competition, I think she'll have a good package. So I'm very excited to see what she does. I enjoyed it a lot.
I'm excited to see her in a lot of the other challenges because a lot of the time in most competitions in, like at least in the DMV, there only like a certain amount of skill set is like shown. I feel like Shakers is the one that has like the biggest, like widest skill set. So you might show some skills that you might not have like been able to show before because you don't really have the opportunity or the platform. Like Snatch Game, for example. Like there's nothing like Snatch Game in, you know, like nobody just does Snatch Game in a show. So like I'm excited to see her like what her Snatch Game is going to be. For this performance, I thought it was really creative that she did that with the t-shirts. That was funny. It was pretty safe for me though at the end of the day.
This is, I mean, it's hard though.
Yeah, for sure.
We all go in and bringing our best. And I can tell you every week, I knew the lip sync song because every week I was convinced that I was on the bottom.
Me too.
So I'm just, as long as they were confident, that's all that really matters.
Yeah, that is tea.
Next up, we had Botox, who did a magic / comedic routine. I know Botox from Richmond, and I know how hard it is to drive 2 hours plus bringing your drag. And so I will say I've seen more from Bo, but this was good for Bo in the sense that he's the only drag king in the competition. So he has to bring something separate. It wasn't as polished as I know Bo would want it to be. Famously, his like stick did fall apart at one part, but he kept going. Oh my god, that man knows how to just keep going.
Keep going, yeah.
And they fought in that lip sync. Oh my god, and we'll get to that later, but it wasn't Bo's best week, but you can only take each week at a time.
Yeah.
So I know they did a good job with that.
I know Bo's gonna do a really good job in this competition, knowing Bo. Like all the, like I was saying with the skill set, I feel like Richmond also is different from DC because you will get that skill set in like more of the competitions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see like all that stuff that I know Bo can bring in all the other challenges.
Bo's gonna have a redemption for sure.
100%.
Next week, if not sooner.
Yeah.
Alright, after Bo, we had Bombshell who did rapping, original lyrics, similar to Trevor, but like more rap style.
Yeah, and hers was live.
Yes.
So
she did sing
did
live.
the
Yes.
mic, yes.
So live singing, rapping, which is very difficult. Rapping live
is very hard because diction-wise, like you need to make sure everybody's understanding what you're saying. You need to breathe properly. You need to get the words out. It's hard.
She did a great job.
She did an amazing job. Energy-wise, it was like the crowd went up. Like we were, everyone was living.
She did a good job engaging the crowd, which is really important because if they don't know you before, they need to know you now.
Yeah, facts.
So she grabbed your attention and she kept it. She started with a RuPaul song because we all love RuPaul.
Yes.
And then going into your own original track. So I think having two elements, tying you in with what you know and then bringing you to whatever she knows.
Yeah.
I thought it was a great idea. Very proud of it this week.
Yeah.
And then
definitely one of my faves this week.
After Bombshell, we had Diabetes, another Richmond diva.
So good.
She did a lip sync, but also an art presentation. So, for those who don't know, Daya went to school for art, and every piece that she painted was hand painted by herself.
Really?
Yes.
A lot of people were asking me, they were like, was that AI? I was like, I know for a fact that it's not AI because Daya is an artist.
There was
but I was like,
AI.
maybe it was like some other way that's not AI, but she hand painted that.
She does a lot of like digital art,
That's
hand
insane.
painting, hand carving. So those first three were, I believe, reference paintings. Mona Lisa, the girl with the pearl earring, and then what was the last one?
I don't know.
Yeah, there was three iconic paintings.
Yes.
Famously with Protect Queer Art, which I thought was iconic. Which also revealed into another hand-carved painting at the very end as well.
It's incredible.
She labors for hours. So I'm very proud of her getting to display in art, especially when you can't do these things as a number. Like, you can't really paint really quickly as a number. So displaying your artwork while doing like a power ballad, mind you, was very smart of her.
It's a very creative like way of like doing it.
Yeah, and also just like Tiramisu, the outfit she wore that night was handmade. She hand sewed in hand rhinestone. Well, I put on a couple stones, but she hand sewed that entire outfit.
It was stunning. That was like a stunning outfit.
Everything done, the ostrich feathers down to the paint splatter she hand painted herself. Like, Daya is here, and she's going to come hard. Daya is not coming to play. She's here for the long term, and I just can't wait to see what she does each week because she's gonna go just as hard every week.
And she won this week.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Okay, after Daya we had Delight, Turkish Delight, famously just Delight now.
Oh really?
As she says.
Oh.
And she did a crop top tutorial / lip sync. It's very hard following Daya. I think that.
I think it's very hard to follow Daya.
I think it was just very hard to follow Daya. I'm so glad I know how to make a crop top now. I loved crop t-shirts, and I love that she embodied who she was with the ketamine shirt and doing Slater, was it? Can you go per?
I don't know who that song is.
Yeah, I think it was Slater. I loved her confidence.
I thought it was really cool how she mimed cutting a shirt with scissors. With real scissors.
She mimed it?
She didn't cut the shirt.
They had multiple months to prepare this. I would have loved to see a little bit more from her, but the first week was to just show off who you were, and she did. That's all I'm gonna say. Is that not good? For July, I think she had a great concept. I just don't think she went all the way with it, per se. A great idea. I thought she should have had 3 different shirts and messed up 2 of them, and then had one really great one. You know, how to crop a shirt, and then she cuts it in half, and that's funny. That's not how you make a shirt. There's a million ways to do these things, and you have to kind of step outside the box. So I think that the idea was great. Yeah, the idea was great. I just think it needed more refining.
Yes.
And after Delight, we had Davatha closing out the show with a comedy lip sync.
Oh, that was so.
We've both encountered Tabitha in competition.
Yes.
She's beat us both times. I thought it was so chaotic, but that's what she's known for. Again, like we said before, you're bringing yourself to this competition, and she brought Tabitha. It was hilarious.
So good.
She started off with, your mission is to drink water. Famously, gay people hate water. So I thought that was hilarious. And then she went into a lip sync where it was like fast forwarded because she only has 4 minutes. She ended with like the iconic power ballad, which was hilarious because we all were just waiting for that one moment. And then
and I'm telling you?
And I am telling you.
Yes.
She fast forwarded and I am telling you, and then ended with that final moment, which is hilarious because that's all we were waiting for.
Yeah.
And then went into Water by Tyla.
Love that song.
Drank water on stage. Honestly, like it doesn't get any more chaotic.
Good.
And that's her brand. She brought her brand and she did what she does well.
She did it really good. I thought it was like, my favorite type of drag is the drag where you're like, Desiree does this too, where you're watching and you're like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what the fuck is about to happen. I'm living. Yeah. I'm living. That is exactly what I was getting from that performance. I loved it.
I will say I was confused a little bit halfway through, but she tied it in at the very end perfectly with the water. Because she starts with water and ended with water, and I thought that was a great little tie-in together. And it was a very clear concept.
Yeah. She definitely thought it through, executed it well, and like had practice, you know, like she knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
Compared to some other people who might not have practiced as much.
That is, and that's to say for anybody.
Yes.
So after that, we had 2 performances, and then we found out other results. So Nubia, Sarah, Frida, Tiara, and Bombshell were safe, while Daya, Trevor, and Tabitha were in the top. Do you agree with the tops and the safes?
Yeah.
99%.
Yeah, 99%,
I agree. Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, there are 3 judges looking for 3 different things. So I think they were there for a reason. I think it was close. I think that there was one person who was like points away from being in the top, but I'm not mad. I'm not mad with the results.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say that.
I'm not either.
There is some controversy between who should have been in the top and who should have been safe, but at the end of the night, this is 8 weeks long. This is week 1. If you didn't bring it to be in the top, do it next week.
Yeah, literally.
And then the winner for this week was Diabetes.
Yeah!
Confetti, cheering, roaring applause. I think it was deserved.
Me too, for sure.
I think as much time as there is going into choreography, the amount of time it's spent painting those and just getting your fucking degree for art. Oh my god. Now, I think she perfectly displayed. The song wasn't overpowering.
Yeah.
The reveals of the painting pieces were timed. The costume was impeccable. I think she very much deserved it. Trevor was so close, but I think that the backup dancers missing a couple cues did hurt her. And again, when you have backup dancers, you have to take full accountability.
Yeah.
You can't blame them for anything because it's your job to choreograph everything.
Exactly.
So I think Trevor was very close to winning, but I think Daya, with the amount of polish she had, deserved that win.
Yeah. I think Daya's also, I think it's really good that she got the win, or like feels good for the audience because it's something that you might not necessarily see in any other drag show, any other format.
Yeah.
But the fact that she painted all that, she made that whole outfit, she obviously conceptualized the whole number, and it was such a creative number. Like, that's definitely a winning number to me, for sure.
Yeah. In the bottom, we had Botox and Delight. Do we agree?
I agree with half.
I agree. I think Bo fumbled a little bit, but the lip sync was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
The song was Dirty by Christina Aguilera, and there are some, like, isn't there like a rap in there?
Yeah, there is.
And I went into the mindset last year that I needed to know every word to every song, whether I was winning or losing. I needed to be safe.
Yeah.
And Botox very much did have every single word down to a T. Bose was fighting to stay, and I think that was made clear.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
In the end, Botox was deemed safe, and Delight was our first to go.
Oh. Do we have any words for Delight?
Send your love to Delight. Oh my god, all positive things. Doing a competition is not easy.
Not at all.
It takes a lot of time, money, and effort.
And it's like mentally really draining to have something like drag, which is like your art, but it's like a personal form of art.
Yeah.
Like put on a stage for a lot of people to critique, not just the judges, but like everybody who was watching obviously had opinions too. So send love to everyone in the competition because they're all working really hard to make sure we have a good show.
Absolutely. And with that being said, it's on to week 2. Next week is girl groups. I'm excited. And
I'm jealous that we didn't get to do that because I love a girl group.
it was iconic. But we'll have to see what happens. Make sure you come every Wednesday at 9 p.m. at Shakers for Mix Shakers Season 2. With that being said, my name is Venetian. I'm your Mix Shakers Season 1 winner.
I'm Ani So Exotic, and this was The Shake.